Alright, so you know what? I gotta edit the videos more better. Like I felt like in or two of the videos, I actually did edit the beginning, so you can see me like warming up and everything, like getting my lips ready and everything. You can see me like going, like checking the mirrors and stuff like that. So you can see that. I think that was in one or two of the videos, which is a little weird, but I didn't do anything weird or anything. I didn't say anything weird, so I'm cool with it. Sometimes I do say stuff, but I didn't say anything right now. So right now, I gotta actually put my destination right now. I'm trying to go. What is going on? Why do the most random stuff happen when I'm driving when it's recording? What is this guy doing? I don't know. This is a weird area. So yeah, right now I just saw that the college that I wrestled against last year, they reviewing my profile. They actually were looking at it a bit. I don't know why. Maybe so. What ended up happening is one of the wrestlers ended up finding my profile. Maybe a couple of them found it now, but one of them like viewed my story and everything like that, and maybe he told them about it or something like that, or I don't really know. And eventually he viewed my story first, and now the whole team, their team saw it, and we had a little bit of a little bit of a scuffle when we wrestled. So it's a little weird, having them all eyes on me now. Because I post my lift numbers, so maybe they're we call it scouting me, like trying to figure out, like, because they think I'm gonna wrestle against them. So because they have a dual meet against my old team in January, so like late January I think it was. So yeah, this last year's last season it was early January, but now it's later January. So yeah. They're doing some scouting, so like trying to see, maybe they're checking my lift numbers, seeing how much I'm lifting, and seeing that I really dropped from 260, which is crazy. And at the beginning, I was thinking like, oh wait, did I just lie? Because I had in my video that was trending that got the 18k views or 17k views. I had it. It was like transformation. It was like from 260 pounds doing squats in the shower to wrestling against a top 10 wrestler. I'm probably should have added top 10 ranked wrestler. Maybe it's not too much of a difference. But what ended up happening was with this guy was he was a high ranked guy. Like I was wrestling against him, and this is the match where I tore my elbow. So it was like in the second period I tore my elbow and I really messed it up. It made me go downhill from there. But the thing was with him as well, he was a previous, like last year, he was a national qualifier. Very strong guy. He was very strong, very big. When I was wrestling him, I was able to control him pretty well. I was actually getting underhooks on him and actually doing really well against him. And I didn't think he was a national qualifier. I later figured that out, that he was an NCAA, like a NCAA national qualifier, which is, are these cars moving? I don't even know. That's just not easy to do at any division. Division 3, some people say Division 3 qualifying for nationals is harder than D2, which I don't really know. It's a lot more easier to qualify for D2 nationals, I think it is. But some people say, oh, D3 is better than D2, which is, there's like ups and downs to that, really. It's really debatable. You don't really know in terms of wrestling. But some people will say as well, NAIA is better than D2. And at that point, you know what, like, maybe you're trying to sound different route to, like, I don't think, no disrespect to the NAIA, they're crazy. Like their teams, most of the teams operate like a D1 team, which a lot of people do not understand. Some people think NAIA is a step down in wrestling, which in other sports maybe it is, because other sports is like if you played football at D1, you made it. You know what I'm saying? This is the goal. But for wrestling, it's a lot more different. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot more like any division that you wrestle. If you wrestle in college, any division, oh my god, I am so stupid. Oh my god, I am an idiot. Yo, I don't know what I was waiting for. He got me there. Oh my god. Yeah, he might be looking at me now. I don't really care too much. But yeah, I don't really know what he's about. But yeah, if you wrestle in any division in college, it doesn't really matter. Whatever division you're wrestling in, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like incredible. Like any division, if you're going to a college practice, because the thing is, well, you have to wrestle. Think about it as well. In every single division, no matter what it is, whatever division it is, you're gonna be wrestling some guys who are. Where am I going? Oh well. You're gonna be wrestling against some guys who are like, are So I actually made it quicker the distance. Wait, what road am I even taking? I don't even know at this point. Well, yeah, where am I even going? I went the wrong way, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It took me to a weird path, so I'm just going wherever this is taking me. So, hope it's different. You know, I usually go the same road every single time, which I don't really like. I tried doing a different road earlier on today, but I didn't get a different road. So, yeah. So really, like even if you're wrestling in, like, let's say, maybe some people look down in JUCO, for example, which, you know, with the recent eligibility thing and everything like that, it's a lot more higher guys are going there. But even then, there's a JUCO national qualifier, like a national champion, for example. He's gonna be crazy good. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be crazy good. So you, every single college practice, they're preparing you for you to wrestle guys like that. So no college is easy. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Even the NCAA or whatever the National Wrestling, no, National Club, yeah. So NCAA, whatever that, I don't even know how to say it. Even that one, you know, you have to prepare for wrestle against a national champion. So you have, they condition the practices to be as hard as like that. So nothing's easy. You know what I'm saying? And the point is to get back at this is like, I don't understand, like, people are saying, like, comparing divisions. Like, this guy who I heard it from, like, some people say, but he said it, and it's like, he never even wrestled in college, so you can't really tell the divisions, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, it's weird. It's a really weird area. It really depends on the wrestler and what year it is. Some years the NAIA is better than D2, some of the wrestlers, but, like, for example, a D2 national qualifier is beating an NAIA national qualifier. Most of the time, they are beating them. It's like, because a D2 national qualifier is crazy good. A D2 national qualifier could All-American at NAIA, maybe. I don't really know how big the gap is, but a D2 national qualifier is a really good wrestler, so. Same as a D3 national qualifier. So, yeah, I saw his ranking. Like, I checked again today, like, because I saw them, their whole team was, their college team and everything was viewing my profile and everything like that, and viewing me. So I'm like, I gotta check to make sure, just in case, like, I'm not like making up some lies and saying that he was a top 10 wrestler when really he was like a, I don't know, maybe 16th ranked wrestler, because he was a national qualifier. You know, national qualifier doesn't automatically guarantee you in the top 10 position, but it was in top 10 as he was national qualifier as a sophomore. So, and he had some impressive wins. He beat some D1 teams, stuff like that. So that's why I assumed that he was top 10. And I checked that he was top 9, like I assumed. You know what I'm saying? And this year, I saw some of the rankings have him at 5th in the country. Some had him at, like, 20th in the country. I'm not really too sure what's going on. The preseason ranking, I don't know. Some of them have him at 5th. Or I don't really know. I checked the official ranking. He was at 20th. He dropped a lot. He didn't qualify for nationals. He didn't even place at the region tournament. You know, he lost both matches to a national finalist and a guy who qualified for a national. So he lost his 2 matches against those guys. So he had unfair seeding because he got injured. I just checked the tournament. I didn't like stalk his page. I don't know his other matches. You know what I'm saying? I just know this regional tournament because I was looking at the regional brackets. You know what I'm saying? I was bored. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's entertaining to watch the regional bracket, even if it's just on Track Wrestling. Now they messed up Track Wrestling. If you see this video in a couple of years, you're like, oh, what even is Track Wrestling? Track Wrestling was a way where you can, like, you know, track your brackets, like, you like check the brackets and everything like that. And they have it now in, like, Flow Wrestling thing, but the whole thing is messed up. I don't know, it's all complicated. Track Wrestling was way easier. Once you understood it, it was really easy. But I don't know, it's Flow Wrestling thing nonsense. It just, I don't really know what it's about. It's all messed up. So yeah, I saw him not even placed in the region. So it's top 8 places he didn't place. So his ranking dropped a lot, but he got hurt as well throughout the season. I was also watching another championship. There's also a SUNY championship, like all the SUNY colleges, the D3 SUNY colleges, the ones in New York. They have a championship where they wrestle all their they bring, I think, their starters and backups, or just their starters. And I don't really know how much they bring. They don't bring too much guys there. I think they bring everybody. He got hurt there at that tournament. I saw that match. Yeah, so I think he fell off after he dropped down after that, and now he had a recent. Because I was checking the rankings today, and it showed that he went as tournament that he wrestled at. He placed first, and he was the most outstanding wrestler there. I was checking the rankings. I'm not checking this guy. I don't care about the guy. You know what I'm saying? So he was the most outstanding. So it's pretty. Yeah, it's like pretty cool to think about. But yeah, maybe. I don't know why they would view my profile, because me and him were like getting into like an argument, stuff like that. I kept on complaining to the ref. No, I kept on asking the ref, and kept on like talking to the ref. I'm like, why are you calling that a stalling call? Like, why are you calling that's not a stalling call? Like, I'm not. I was trying to say. I kept on saying he's pushing me out of bounds. You know, like I'm not even backing up. He just keeps pushing me. You know, it's like he's the one who's stalling, not me, because the ref just kept giving me stalling points. Like, you know, it's annoying. But I mean, I was backing up, of course, but not like to a crazy amount where he just started pushing me out of bounds. Like, he was pushing me. Like, I was backing up, of course, because, you know, he was a lot more bigger than me, a lot more experienced than me. He's a starter at this college. He's not like a backup. These are official starters. Usually when we wrestled this team, they would bring their backups usually, and their guys who don't really get a lot of matches. But at this time, they brought their starters and completely wiped out my team. Everyone was getting destroyed. I was the only one in that match that didn't get destroyed, which is weird because the previous match I got absolutely destroyed. So, and that was against a guy who was less ranked. So when I wrestled him, I think I put on my A game. I think because on the other team I was and the thing is, well, when I was wrestling this guy, I didn't even have my correct headgear. I had a random headgear, and my head was like it was messing up my head. You know what I'm saying? Because my headgear was a big issue in high school. So when I actually wrestled this guy, you can see in the match, I have a black headgear. You could, if you ever check it out, I have black headgear in the match, which I usually only wear the white headgear that I have, because it's really nice the way it is. In my final match when I was wrestling in high school, in college, my final wrestling match, I was out there, I got hurt and everything like that. My headgear kept coming off and stuff like that. I mean, not coming off, but like, it was like, you know, it was like all over the place. I'm just trying to go the speed. I'm just trying to go the school distance. I don't understand why these dudes, everyone on the road just wants to scrap with each other. Seriously. But yeah, maybe they're checking my profile just in case, because we're gonna wrestle each other. They think we're gonna wrestle each other. I transferred to college, so I'm not even wrestling there. So I'm not gonna be wrestling these guys unless I transfer back, which I don't see that likely anymore. I was thinking about doing that. I was like, I gotta do it or something like that. But I'm like, now there's no point. They're probably not even gonna. Though they probably are still gonna bring the starters because they wrestle. It's a try me. Wait, let me think. Actually, are they bringing the starters? Maybe, maybe not. You know, it really depends on what happens. No, because the thing was, they usually don't bring the starters for a try meet, but it was like a quad meet, so there's 4 teams that were wrestling each other, and that's why they brought their starters. And we weren't expecting them to bring their starters, but they brought all their starters and everything like that. And yeah, there are a lot more. It's not just like starters. It's like guys who are older. So all these guys are much more older, a lot more bigger, a lot more mature. These are like grown adults, like grown men. And we're just first-year wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. Guys who are like much more older than you. And that's what the comparison is, like why it's like there's like freshman, sophomore tournaments and then junior, senior tournaments, stuff like that. And why a lot of the freshmen will go to those tournaments, because these older guys are crazy strong. You know what I'm saying? They got 4 years they have more experience, and they're like, you know, they have more experience, a ton more strength, and a lot more maturity, you know what I'm saying? These guys are like adults, you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are like, right, these guys are crazy. So like, but when I was wrestling him, I don't know, I didn't even think he was that good. I'm like, this guy's not even good. When I was wrestling him, you're just talking in my ear, you're just being annoying, and I'm like, what's up with this dude? Yeah, so he doesn't really like me too much. Their college were like surprised about my match. My match is like one of the standout matches in that tournament. It was also one of the last matches, and you know, he was highly ranked guy, and I was just some no name at the time. So yeah, they were all like surprised. And I was like doing the thing where I like dropped my knees and everything like that. And, you know, I was like doing like, you know, being really aggressive, and you know, it was like a really good match. So yeah, everyone was watching it, and they were saying afterwards that, you know, he wrestled a good match, or so I heard him saying that. And yeah, now they're one of their guys viewed my profile, and their team saw it now, and they see that I'm not just some talented guy. I literally started off overweight. Literally the biggest under. I'm like I don't want to sound like arrogant or anything, or like saying like this or that, but like it's one of the biggest underdog stories like I've ever seen. You know, some dude like just see this, like think about it. Some dude doing squats in his shower at 260 pounds, and now he's wrestling against a top 10 ranked wrestler. You know what I'm saying? And doing well. Like, it showed a clip of me doing well. It wasn't just me wrestling him. It was me wrestling him while, like, me dropping my knees and getting underhooks and stuff like that after. And yeah, like, it's, like, crazy to think about. Like I remember visibly doing squats in the shower, doing wall push-ups in the shower. Like, I remember that. I remember exactly where I was. I remember exactly the shower I was in. Like, because it's my home shower, so I would probably run and remember that, but... Oh my god, it's time to go right. Now I'm a little confused. All of his pathway is different. I haven't taken this path in like a month. So this is gonna be a little weird. The last time I took this path, I was talking about the money thing, where it's like, oh, if you got like if you made like millions of dollars, something like that. It was back in my early videos. I was talking about money in this video. It was like my third ever oh my god, my third ever long form. I mean, this is still like not even that long. I've been only doing this for like 40 days, and I got a lot better. The reason why is I just uploaded it. I didn't care if it was bad or good. I just uploaded it. I'm like, all right, so what? You know what? And like everyone nowadays is so focused on being perfect all the time. Like everyone, like when they post a short form, everyone's like has their fancy editing, trying to be all perfect and everything. But I don't care. As long as I show personality, as long as I'm consistent and I'm like enjoying it, that's all that really matters. I'm not editing like 10 hours of 10 hours, not spending 10 hours editing one video that doesn't do well and I don't even enjoy making it. You know what I'm saying? Like some dudes, I remember one dude spends an hour, like I know some of the creators that make the football edits and stuff like that, they spend like hours making their 10-second edits, and I'm like, what is even the point? What are they even making it for? I don't really know. Maybe they feel like they're important or something like that. I don't really know. Maybe what's the point of it? I don't. Because you can't really get sponsorships because it's short form. That's the problem with growing a big short form audience, is that unless you got like sponsors and stuff, and even then, when you're making football edits and not like your actual personality, no one's ever gonna buy the sponsor. People just want to see the content, like the video, the actual clip. No one cares about you as a person. So yeah, that's something that I know, is that like a lot of the guys strive to be so perfect and have gigantic egos. That is a really big issue. That they have really big egos. Some of the content creators, like some of the fitness ones. The fitness is crazy egos out of there. Oh my god. I don't understand. In the gym, everywhere, it's just so much ego. I know, like people like look at like like some skinny, like there used to be like this stigma where it's like, oh, the insecure guys would like look at the strong guys and the guys who are doing well and saying, oh, they have a big ego and everything like that. And that used to be the case. I mean, they used to be like, oh, why are you saying that? But in the fitness thing, so much people have crazy egos, and it's genuinely insane to think about. I'm not really into that anymore. I don't know why I was even in the fitness circle to begin with. For my other accounts, I do fat loss coaching. I don't do fitness, I mean, I post my lifts and stuff like that now, so that's something like that, and my transformation. But like, because my audience I think used to be fitness or something like that, so that's why I chased that. But what I noticed is that all these people have gigantic egos. All these people, are really fake. I'm not dissing them. I'm saying that the people that I come like in the group and stuff like that, they all had gigantic egos. Some of them were just plain out weirdos. Who would just be I remember one of them was while texting the girl some stuff. I don't really know what it's about, and just the whole thing. It's just weird. I was in a group one time at that point, and I was getting a ton of likes and stuff like that, comments, stuff like that, and it's good to have that a bit. But I felt like I need organic growth. I don't need growth from fake reach. And so I eventually left all the group chats. Most of them unfollowed me. I don't really care. I left the group chat. So I don't know. I had them all followed. Then they started unfollowing me a bit, And then, yeah, I unfollowed all of them back. I'm like, I'm not going to keep you at that point, you know what I'm saying? And now my following's low. I only have 12. I used to have a lot more back then, but I keep my following low now, so, yeah. Because I don't want to view any of his profile, this whole social media. Like, it's not just egos, like showing my profile, being like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm a high guy with some low following. Which is a little bit of the point, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, having that low following and that decent follower count is pretty cool. But especially now because my main account's not here anymore. So the only account that, a lot of the other people like in my area would stalk me and stuff like that, view my profile a lot and stuff like that. But which is pretty weird. I don't understand that. When I graduate high school, like these guys are not my friends anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds like a little fake and stuff like that. But think about it. We have like next like 60 years on this earth. You know what I'm saying? Like we have like so much time on this earth, and I'm not like living in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh sure, I wasn't the coolest in high school. Some people are like, oh yeah, look at this guy, he's trying to be something. You know what I'm saying? He was not even a cool guy in high school. And I'm like, you're really basing everything off high school? First of all, I mean, no one's really thinking that because I was talking to everybody. I was good with everybody, so I don't really think that. A lot of people like that, they have that classic stigma. They're like, oh, the guys who are like talked a lot in high school, the guys who got along with everybody, they don't usually succeed in life. And usually the losers, not the losers, the people that don't have good communication skills, stuff like that. I feel like the outcasts a bit feel like that. And I don't like to do this often when I'm cutting this guy off. When you skip past him and then you just like go ahead of him. It's a little annoying, but I'm gonna do it right now because a little slow, these guys. This is an empty road right now, not a lot of people on this road, so I've seen these videos like those guys driving their fast cars and everything like that, and I don't really see the point why they have these expensive cars. I say that while driving right now, but yeah, I don't really see the point of really buying. I want, like, here's the thing I'm thinking about like, how the online coaching and everything, when it, like, I know it's gonna do well. I know everything's gonna do well. I know I'm gonna be amazing. Like, I know I'm gonna do amazing. Like, I have that belief. I don't care how much times I fail, because I don't care if people view me weird. I don't care. I'm putting my actual self and showing everything. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So when it does do well and everything like that, and I make, let's say for example, I make $50K in a month. What am I gonna do with that $50K? You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I don't think it's about the money too much. It's first of all, it's more about securing a good future for me. Like, I don't want to be a guy who is just making sales calls for some boss that doesn't care about me, doesn't care if I don't even show up to work again or anything really. You know what I'm saying? I want to do my own thing, and that's the thing. I want to build something on my own. I feel like that's a drive I have, and that's like, it's not normal. I don't know really. Like, I like a lot of, nowadays in society, everyone tells you, oh, waste your 20s, have fun in college. College are the best years of your life. You know what I'm saying? And for me, when I was 18, I am not some crazy hustler guy. I don't watch hustler content or anything like that. Do not watch any of that stuff. When I was 18 though, I'm like, yo, I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? I got so much time. I got so much energy. I got so much time, I got so much energy. I gotta build something. And you know what I'm saying? At the same time as well, I wanted to start doing personal training. But for personal training, you had to get a certificate, and I didn't have any way to pay it, so I had to ask my parents to pay for it. The problem was I was too shy to ask my parents to do that. So I decided, I'm just gonna do online coaching right now. You know what I'm saying? And maybe in the future, might do personal training as well a little bit, because I want to help people out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really know exactly where I'm going to do the personal training at, because the whole thing is a little weird, everything like that, but I'll figure out there. I'll find a place. Running a little late to class right now, and I got to record some videos, so I'm recording some videos first before I go to class. I don't care about class. I don't care if I'm, you're supposed to be a good example as a college wrestler and everything like that, but I care more about my content than about some class. You know what I'm saying? We're sitting in the class for an hour, 20 minutes, just wasting our time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not some guy, like you see a lot of the coaches and stuff like that be like, oh yeah, you need to stay on top of your grades, you need to do this. And I had 4.0 GPA last year. I was on top of my grades, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't see a point of doing any of that stuff. I'm going to literally one of the number one public university in the state, but I don't see a point in going to these colleges. I don't even enjoy. And people, the whole thing is just, oh, you sit there, the professor talks for like an hour, 20 minutes. You just stare at the clock, waiting for the time to end, and then yeah, you take a test or whatever it is. You pass the class, you get the diploma. That's really it. Well, maybe I feel like that right now because I'm just taking math and some classes that really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like none of that stuff matters. But yeah, right now I just really don't see too much of a point, and I want to make it a long-term goal. Maybe I drop out of college at one point. Maybe in 2 years I look back and it's like, oh yeah, I was such a cornball back then. I was hustling instead of enjoying my time. But the thing is, well, I never enjoyed my time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wasn't doing this right now, like this coaching and everything like that, and making all this content and everything, what would I be doing right now? You know what I'm saying? I would just be sitting at home and just wasting my time. So either way, some people be like, oh, you're wasting your youth, you're wasting this. I don't enjoy drinking. I don't enjoy smoking. I don't enjoy doing any of that stuff. So that eliminates 99% of the socializing that most kids my age do nowadays. So, you know, so that eliminates already most of the socializing that my kids my age do. So now I'm just thinking to myself, what do I do? Who cares right now? I know some people look at my profile and they judge me. They're like, oh yeah, what is this guy doing? Oh my god, he's losing aura. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really just want to, you know, I don't care about what these people do because all of them are completely, like, they're wasting their lives just drinking, smoking, and caring so much about image. You know what I'm saying? They hang out with all these people because, you know, it makes them look better. They post their party pictures. While, I don't get it. People are 19 posting party pictures. I don't understand it. You're not even helping yourself. You're hurting yourself because these jobs see you posting these pictures of you drinking and stuff like that. It looks bad, you know what I'm saying? So they're just posting it for other people, and it's weird, you know? They want to get approval off other people so other people can call them cool, but what's the point of being cool to these guys? These guys are all these guys are weirdos nowadays, you know what I'm saying? This is what I started to notice. Everyone just stalks each other on social media, and these dudes are complete weirdos. No one wants to say it, but these guys are weird, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why would I care about what these people think? These guys are all weirdos. Sure, like, I remember back then, you know, if you stalk someone's page, you were called weird, you know what I'm saying? You would stalk, even back then, I wasn't even around back then, but if you stalk somebody, you were weird. But now it's such a normalized thing. You're like, oh yeah, I'm stalking your profile, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that, and it's like, it's weird to think about, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, so that's why I don't really care about these people anymore. Most of these people have addictions and stuff, you know, most of these people are, you know, doing stuff that are not good for them, and that's why I stopped caring. I'm like, look at all these people, you know? I'm not saying I'm better than them. I'm saying that I'm working hard towards a goal. Even though if I fail miserably, I still have that thing that I'm working hard. I'm at least doing something. I'm at least making a small impact if I'm doing anything. I'm having a little impact. You know what I'm saying? It's better than having no impact and just actually going downhill. Sure, I'm going uphill by a little bit, but it's better than going downhill completely. You know what I'm saying? And I don't enjoy that stuff. I never enjoyed not even just drinking, just like hanging out with those bad people. I didn't even enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I never really cared too much about what another person really thought about me. It's not even now after college, after high school, now even more, I don't even care about what people think about me. So I know people are gonna still be viewing my profile, which it's whatever. I don't really know what they think. Maybe some people think I have a crazy underdog story. Some people will laugh and be like, oh, what's this kid even doing? Maybe now as well, they might be saying, what is he doing? Because I'm actually posting my in-person content and not really caring at all. I'm just showing my authentic personality. While having the college wrestling background thing, I have my image. Like, I always put, like, this of becoming the strongest wrestler. And then I'll have me wrestling against it's called whatever college team it is. And, yeah, it'll be pretty cool the way to start it off. But, we could, you know, I'll just show my authentic personality, and sometimes people will be like, oh yeah, what's this guy doing? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, really, that's the whole thing right now. Yeah, just being your authentic self is the best way to live. Oh my god, it's getting cloudy now as well. Oh my god, it's not too cloudy to the point where it'll still be bad to record. I can still maybe record. I'm getting late now, but I don't care. I don't care about this class anymore. I don't care about college at all. You know, it's probably if we have a quiz today, that's the only reason why I would show up. He doesn't announce anything. They don't really even, you know, announce anything. So yeah. so cool to think about, how much facilities and everything are at this place for these other athletes. You know what I'm saying? But it's not as much as, like, let's say, like, a University of Pittsburgh, for example. Those facilities are, like, crazy. Compared to here, I feel like the facilities and everything like that are a lot less, I feel like. Not like high compared to, a lot of my other colleges. I don't know. Maybe that's just my point of view. I don't really see, because I'm around everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't really see it, like, as a crazy high, facilities. Like, maybe most D1 teams actually like this, where on the outside looks amazing. Because that's the same thing at my old college. On the outside, and for the other college as well, when I went to that D3 college as well, when I wrestled at that college, they had those crazy high-ranking guys, and, everything was laid out so professionally and everything. When I went there, it wasn't as high as you thought. And, I think you start to realize that a lot of these colleges from the outside look really big and very good and everything like that, but from the inside, it's not all that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just me being ungrateful and being, I don't know, whatever it is, but I don't really see these colleges as all that. I just see them as whatever, really. Oh my god. Is there like a holiday or something going on right now? I know there's a holiday tomorrow, so that's why no one will be here, but there's like no one around this parking lot area, which is pretty cool. Probably can record, there's no one in this whole area right here, so I'll probably record some videos real quick. Be able to edit, not edit them, maybe, wait, can I edit them right now? Wait, what's the point of recording them? I'm not even gonna post them. Oh my god, now I'm confused now. Do I just upload maybe one? No, I'll upload them later today, so I'll upload them 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock maybe. No, I'll upload them 6 and 8 o'clock today, so. Yeah, that's really it right now. And yeah, I'm gonna get to it right now. I'll decide what I do in the next 2 minutes, next 30 seconds, but that's it for now. Oh my god, I feel so exhausted right now. Back in like 2 months ago, during this time, it would be a lot more lighter right now. And right, it's so weird having this. It's like plain. It's so dark out right now. I keep telling myself I'm gonna keep walking around. I'm gonna explore this area more. I'm gonna do it one day. I just had to record a ton of videos right now. I had to edit my daily journey videos, my daily journey video and everything like that. I didn't have to. I always had the choice every single day if I wanted or not. That's the thing with content. That's the thing with everything. You always have the choice to really do whatever. This guy was behind. My mirror's messed up, so that's a really big issue right now. I kicked the mirror or something like that before, so. Oh my god, he sees me driving 2 lanes. Yeah, I don't really. Hopefully that does something. This guy is really mad at me right now. I've been holding up for a little bit, but yeah, it's so dark and there's barely anybody in this campus besides one guy who's behind me. I don't really know where he went. Oh my god, you can see him messing up so bad in this road right now. This whole road is entirely empty. It feels like 9 o'clock at night, but it's really just 5 o'clock in the afternoon right now. 5:30 really it is. And yeah, right now I'm getting a little late right now. I had to edit some videos. It took 30 minutes to fully edit and like get everything together for the daily videos, because that was my first time ever doing that one, like daily, I did my full day. So I recorded the first time I woke up all the way till nighttime. So yeah, I recorded the whole way, and yeah, right now I finished that. I was recording some of my story videos. I got enough, and it's too dark right now to record the tip videos, so I only did the story videos, which is good. I wanted to get 3 of each. I got to update the one story script. It wasn't good, the one I was doing on the 50, I think it was the 35-year-old woman. It wasn't good, the script for that. Well, one of them wasn't good, so I got to update to see if those are all good. I got to mix them all up as well. Some of the ones are like the same thing, but like it's for like different age range, for like different groups. So I gotta make sure, just in case someone watches like my different, they watch multiple channels, that they're not getting the same information every single day. They're getting different information. So gotta make sure on that. But right now, really, you can see my editing. I had it. I think it happened where some dude, was coming up right next to me in my car. So I actually ended up driving away from him, which I shouldn't have done. I did that because I was afraid of judgment. But then the second time someone came outside the car, he was next to me while I was recording. I'm like, I'm too lazy to go back now. Oh my god, I hate when couples are hugging each other. Oh my god. the same thing happened to the gym couples this morning. Oh my god, like seriously. God, like find another place to do that type of stuff, you know. I don't know what happened. Maybe 10:30 is the time where there was so much couples and everything. I don't know what was up with that. They're not too old, so I'm like, do these dudes have a job? This is Monday. No, they probably took off the work because it's some Veterans Day tomorrow, so that's why they lied. Them probably took off. So that's why they took off. Today's November 10th right now, I think it is right now. I don't know exactly what day it is. I keep getting messed up. I have no idea. I gotta check. My shin, knee thing, maybe from driving this car, whatever it is, I don't know why, the position or something like that. I gotta figure out something because it's hurting so bad right now. I don't know what happened all of a sudden, but it's been hurting regardless. And this is the thing that I was thinking as well. I was like, can I even wrestle this first semester now? I don't think I'm wrestling the first semester because we have one tournament in the first semester, and either way, I'm not wrestling there. I feel like because I don't have my injuries still messed up and everything like that. That's why I feel like I'm not gonna wrestle, and I'm not even gonna get a lot of practices in before that tournament. I'm gonna get like 8 practice, which doesn't matter way too much because I have so much practice already, and so much my lifting gone up a lot in the past off season. But the point is that, like, you know, the issue is now that I don't think we have practices till January 26th, till the second semester. I'm pretty sure they don't do practice here. They don't. So I don't know really what I'm gonna do now. I have no season basically. And think about it. It's basically just January, the start of January. I mean, the end of January now, and it's just February and then March. It's late March though, so I feel like that's why they do it later in March because of that whole thing. So yeah, it's really just a 2-month season, and it kind of sucks because, you know, you've been waiting so long for all this, and it's like the whole season's gone basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I'm going this way. I'm going a different way. I just did the last minute because, you know, I want to try something new. Got a little extra minute on my thing, but I don't really care. I want to try something different. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to go the same route every single day. You know, and you know, overall, it kind of sucks not knowing what you're gonna get yourself into. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm injured regardless, so it's good to have more of a time to recovery, not really be pressured way too much. Maybe I gotta email the school and let them know exactly where I am, because they have no idea where I am right now. Every single week I've told myself, oh, I'm gonna come back, and then I'm not. So this week I don't think so, actually, because my knee is it's my shin, and the reason why this is like such a big deal is I have a family history in this, like in terms of my knee and my shin. My dad had the same injury, I think it was, and he could never play or do anything with it again. So I gotta really be careful there. I don't want to have that, especially now. This is not even that big of a college season. I can sit this entire season out and it won't matter way too much. I'm still lifting hard. I'm still able to lift because I don't really use my shin for anything. On split squats, stuff like that, I use my shin heavy there, but not really anymore. Maybe Zerker squats, I lower the weight down maybe now and do more like 8, maybe do like 3 sets of 8 reps, for example. I'll do like or maybe do 5 sets of 5 reps, you know, and with 75% of the weight, and really do that really, because at this point now, I gotta really focus on the shin, make sure it's fully healed, you know. The Zerker squats are the only real ones the only lift that I really do that might affect it. Everything else is good, so I gotta check to even see if that's true or not. I gotta check online, but I don't think so. I think that might be the only lift that affects it, because my shin was messed up a little bit as well. My knees were messed up actually, and when I was doing the Zerker squats, my form was awful. It was like really bad when I was doing the heavy weight, so I gotta make sure that that's not an issue. But besides that though, you know, I'm excited, you know, to go to this campus. Right now I gotta focus on passing my classes. Right now I failed an online class, which is stupid, but it's an elective, so it doesn't matter way too much. It's gonna come off I'm failing on my GPA, but I don't even care. I don't care in the slightest about GPA. I'm gonna keep it 100. I gotta talk to that about my parents to make sure that's okay, because I can't believe I thought this is why I'm gonna really come up with a really good excuse. Why am I saying this on this video? No, basically I thought, you know, I was gonna wait till a couple weeks until I do the assignments, because I thought it said somewhere that he would take late assignments, like he'll be flexible about it. But now it's saying late assignments will not be tolerated at all, and there's a 0 chance he's gonna take it. So I failed. So it kind of sucks. But unless there's some extra credit, some way I can figure out it, But at this point, I don't care about the class. The class is stupid. Never found an interest in this class one bit. And yeah, it's an AI class as well. So the thing is, sure, that's cool studying AI, but I can't actually use AI to like do the work for this class because this is an AI class. He knows how to detect everything. Usually in these online classes, people use AI and get like good grades, but I can't do that in this class. So, I'm kind of messed up there, and it's a lot of work. And I was like, I'm gonna save this till last minute. And the reason why I did that, I'm not that type of person who saves stuff till last minute. It's because when I care about something, I actually like go at it and everything like this. This stuff I didn't care because I was so focused on content. And college as well, I'm not really focused on this anymore. And as well, my wrestling getting slowed down. I don't really even see the point of going here both semesters now. I feel like you should only go here one semester for me. I feel like that would be a better idea. But at the same time, what am I gonna do for those next 1 month? Maybe I do personal training. Maybe that's a way to deal with my time and maybe build a future there. With my online coaching, I have online coaching, and that's gonna be a lot more bigger next year. So maybe I go all in on online coaching. Maybe get a part-time personal training thing, and really just build something. You know what I'm saying? Like do something else. Because I don't think this college thing. Man, maybe just go here for one semester to get that college thing. But at that point, I don't think my parents are gonna pay. And at that point, my coaching will probably pay for this college anyways. I'll just do that, maybe one semester, and wrestle here for 4 years, and afterwards I'll just do whatever. I don't really know, because there's no wrestling in the first semester. I remember some guy came up to me, and he told me how he wasn't wrestling the first semester, and at the time I'm like, well, that's so weird, but now I'm realizing that nothing happens in the first semester. You know what I'm saying? And I was walking to my class today, and I think I saw somebody from my old high school. The reason why I think I saw and not this is why I'm not saying I think, I know I saw him, because he wasn't really anyone I talked to. He was I don't really know what he was up to. Yeah, I saw him at my old gym a little bit. The reason why I care a little bit right now, I didn't care after I saw him. I saw him for a second, I'm like, maybe that's him? I'm not too sure. But yeah, I didn't really talk to him ever. He was more like I don't really know. He had his own thing. Yeah, friends from all over both schools. Had a lot of friends. I grew up in the same area as him, so yeah. When I came to here for middle school, so yeah, it's really whatever. And yeah, the reason why I'm saying this is because he saw me very visibly, and the thing is with him as well is a lot of people do this from my old area. They view my Snapchat stories because. I know, it's so weird. A 19-year-old telling me I deleted Snapchat, so I don't have Snapchat anymore. But when I did have Snapchat, a lot of the guys used to view my profile, view my stories a lot, consistently, without having me added. And he was one of them. I don't think they realize that you can see the story views. I don't know if some of these guys know that. A lot of people do that from my old area. They view my story. And I feel like they search, maybe there's some sort of setting where you scroll and you find your people from your area stories and stuff like that. Maybe that's it, because there's no way they have my name searched up and then just wait for me to post a story. There's no way. They're not that big of fans. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what ended up happening was he ended up viewing my story on my content account. The reason why it was content account, not main account. My main account's deactivated right now. So he viewed my story on my main account, and I'm like, wait, so this was him. And I'm like, and I was thinking to myself for 3 seconds, I'm like, maybe he finds this stuff cringe. Maybe he's like, wait, he's posting every day about college athlete. Is he wrestling at my college? But my college isn't even it's weird. And maybe he's thinking, how did he even get in here? You know what I'm saying? Wasn't this kid like an idiot? And to answer that, I don't know. I got it. It's so funny. Not funny because I'm failing these classes. It's not funny. I gotta figure out a way. I'm probably gonna pass all my classes. I'm passing my English class. 100% I'm passing that class. Math class, probably passing that class. Not in a fair way, but I passed it. Because I missed so much midterms. I was excused off so much stuff that I ended up passing the class. And my homework counts as more. It's the only thing now is the quizzes in class. I gotta make sure I do well in all of those. We have quizzes in the morning, so that's how I go in the morning. Take those quizzes, and then as well do my homeworks. Make sure I do well in the homeworks. Those are pretty easy, so I would probably get good on that. So yeah, overall, and the final exam it's probably not gonna be crazy difficult. I probably have a basic understanding. I took this class before, so I probably have a basic understanding of this class. So yeah, a lot of people are looking at it and like, oh, how is he even in this college? Wasn't this kid like really stupid in high school? Almost everyone probably thinks that. How is this kid in this college? And like, I'm gonna be honest, I might be stupid in that sort of way, like in school, like, but I worked really hard. You know, if I want to do something, I went and out and got a 4.0 GPA so I can realistically be such a high rated recruit, which I was, but I decided to come here because it was closer. I wanted to really, you know, I saw a team that wasn't doing, they're doing good, but like, they had a little drop off the past year because they lost a lot of their guys to injuries and stuff like that. But yeah, they're really growing, and I'm like, you know, I can really take this place. This is a local school. This is not like a school that's like far away. It's a local school that doesn't have a ton of recognition. I'm like, maybe I can push this team to the next level, you know, maybe something like that. Doing my content, you know, getting it more visible. But it's a big school. Like, it's a big school in terms of academics, but the sports in general aren't really too big of a deal. Like, if you're a D1 like lacrosse player, for example, no one cares about you. If you're a D1 baseball player, no one cares about you. If you're a D1 football player, no one cares about it. Maybe a little bit, but they don't really care about you. Like a normal average student, he doesn't care about the football games. No one really goes to the football games. You'll see like in Penn State, you know, it'll be packed out with like 90K fans. This place probably got like 4K, maybe 2, I don't really know the number exactly. Probably 2K, something like that. Nothing too crazy. Maybe like 5K, maybe. I don't know really. It sounds like a lot, but it's a D1 football stadium, so I don't really know. Maybe 5 to 10K, maybe. I don't know. I don't know at all. But yeah, overall, like, I was like thinking to myself, like, what is he thinking of this? And then all of a sudden, like, why do I even care? You know what I'm saying? Almost everyone's judged me by now, and he's probably seen it before. So he probably clicked on my profile again. I don't understand why. Like, what was the big deal about me, really? And that's the weird thing, you know, when you're an athlete, all these people like love you for some reason, and I don't understand why this is. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing special about being an athlete. You know what I'm saying? You could be like an athlete. Let's say, for example, you're the best athlete in your area. You're a D1 football player, but you can be broke as well, and you can have some other dude as well. I'm not saying broke like the dude. Like, I'm just saying as an example. But you can have some other dude as well. I'm saying broke because what I'm trying to say is a guy who doesn't work hard after his success. So he's like a loser who's in his parents' basement. But you have some other dude as well who won't be like some standout guy or anything like that. But he like makes a ton of money. He like has crazy amount of businesses, and he does like some crazy stuff, and he goes so well. That dude's not seen enough, like seen as high compared to the other guy, even when he gets that money, because that guy had like the athlete status back then, and I don't understand why it is like that. I've noticed a lot of the guys, maybe as well because, you know, they grew up with me a bit, I think maybe a lot of the guys from my middle school as well who haven't seen me since middle school view my Snapchat stories. They view me a lot, and they're like, I don't really know what they're saying. Maybe they have a huge group chat, all of them. I don't really know exactly what's going on, because I used to be friends with everybody in middle school, so maybe that's what's it really. Maybe everyone's like, oh yeah, I can't believe I used to be friends with that guy. You know, I was friends with that guy before he became big and everything like that. I'm not even big right now. Sure, I have that decent following, but that following is gone because I deactivated my account because I'm not, there's nothing special about me. You know what I'm saying? This social media, it makes everyone have such big egos. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, sure, I had a decent following. I had a lot of, you know, guys following me, a lot of girls following me, a lot of wrestling stuff following me, a lot of wrestling teams following me, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying? We breathe the same air. You know, we go to sleep the same. Like, at the end of the day, if I'm in a stadium with 80,000 people and 80,000 people are attacking me, I'm just one small human being. I can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in a stadium, let's say, for example, 8,000 people, I'm a nobody. You know what I'm saying? I can't go up there and be like, oh yeah, I'm a college wrestler. I used to wrestle D1 teams. You know what I'm saying? I wrestled against a ranked D1 guy. You know what I'm saying? And I slapped them in the first like 10 seconds, and I made him back up. You know what I'm saying? That was so tough, right? And I'm like, I can't do any of that stuff. No one cares, like, generally. So at the end of the day, you're like a nobody, really. And that's not me being me. Even let's say, for example, you're that millionaire who's driving around in the billion, like, multi-millionaire who's driving around in Ferraris and stuff like that. At the end of the day, you're just one small human being, and you don't really matter way too much. And I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm a small person. I just told you a second ago, I'm literally a college wrestler who has this decent stats, and that's the thing a lot of people get mad at. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the old guys who, you know, saw your worst and stuff like that. A lot of people saw me in my practices my senior year. I was crying every single practice, before and after practice. In the warm-ups, I was crying. After practice, I was crying. I went in the car, I was crying. I had a really bad senior year overall. I had a really bad point, very low moments. I missed my senior night, missed majority of my senior year. And see me now, what I'm doing in the beginning, people are loving the come up. They're like, oh yeah, I can't wait for this guy to come back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so relatable. You know, everything, like the way I was coming back, you know what I'm saying? Like they could view me as like less of a person. And they were loving that. So they were rooting for me back then. But when I actually started doing better, when I started becoming better, and like having this high status that I have now, not high status, I'm a nobody at the end of the day, but on social media, where I had this high status on social media, a lot of people got mad at me. A lot of people didn't like me. Like, oh wait, no, he's not even that good. You know what I'm saying? He had that bad senior year. He had this bad thing. And a lot of people, you know, when you're at that low point, you'll make friends at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you try to become better, they'll pull you back in. They'll pull you back in and be like, no, you can't be better than me. You can't do this. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, my shin is hurting so bad. Oh my God. It's not like I'm on the main road right now, so I gotta just thug this out right now. That's why you keep seeing me pulling down like this, making sure that thing doesn't snap completely. If it snaps and I'm on the road, boom, I'm done. So hope that's not gonna happen. I'm not snapping in the middle of the road, but what I'm trying to say is that, yeah. Anyways, your status, your following on social media does not matter. You'll see a lot of guys as well. They'll buy some followers. They'll fall into the trap that, oh yeah, you need to have a high following. But at the same point, if you have 18K followers and you're following like 300 people, like no one thinks that 18,000 people know you in person. You know what I'm saying? Low, bro, we know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We know what you're doing. You're not tricking any of us. I feel like a lot of these guys do that when they follow some girls. So they'll like, get like follow backs or DMs, and these girls never like to even interact with them at all. So I don't know. There's no really point in having this high following. Even back then, when I had like a ton of girls on my social media, regardless, you know who I am. I'm not the type of person who does any of that stuff, anyways. But yeah, I still never DM'd anybody. I of course viewed their story because it was a story, and I was bored. But that's the thing as well. You know, some girls take that when you keep viewing the story as a way of like, you know, showing that, oh yeah, I'm interested in your life. I'm interested in you as a person. And I wouldn't say fully that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe now more if I viewed people's story. When I did back on social media, like the last like month, maybe it was a little more. Then I would search your name maybe, or like you like actually I cared enough to be in your profile. Because the thing with a lot of guys, what they do is like a lot of people like if they see someone that like they see as like important or something like that, they'll half swipe their story. And this is what I'm talking about, this ego and all these games. You know, none of this stuff matters. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm talking about as well. If you unfollow anyone on social media, they're gonna have beef with you for the rest of your life. If you don't like their post, they're gonna have beef with you for the rest of their life. They're gonna be like, oh, what's up? Oh, why are you not liking my post? Oh yeah, you have a problem with me? And it's the same thing that I literally was feeling the other day. I'm like, oh yeah, these people aren't viewing my post, they must have beef with me. But the truth was, maybe they didn't even see my post, maybe this or that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you didn't have social media, you would never have these problems to begin with. So I'm like, I'll delete social media. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to have this thing where like, oh, it's hurting me or it's helping me. At this point now, I'm not wrestling for a team that I need to actively know everyone's social media. And you know, at the same time, I don't need other people's validation anymore. Back then, I was doing the validation and everything to document my journey. That was the whole reason why I did it. So I can show my journey from the start to finish. So I know, because I always believed I was going to become something big. You know what I'm saying? Not ego-wise, not anything like that. I always believed, you know, I was meant for more. I was meant not to be average. I never chased any girls. Wanna know why? Also, one, because I didn't see that. I mean, like DMing them, because what happens if they take a screenshot and in 5 years like, oh yeah, I can't believe they'll like post on their make a post about it, and they'll be like, yeah, look at this, back in the day, this I can't believe he actually texted me back then, this message or something like that. Definitely, you know, he talked so much about discipline and he was doing all this stuff back then. So I always believed that I was gonna become, you know, successful. I always believed it. Since my whole life I've always believed it. I was always careful about everything, never really have anything to really have against me in terms of girls, or I never sent any text messages. They sent some questionable text messages to me at times. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing this. I'm like, no, I gotta back off. You know what I'm saying? You know, in person I can talk and everything like that, but like online I can't do it just because screenshots and everything like that. And I always believed that I was gonna make it, not ego-wise, but just like I was gonna work as hard as possible. And the whole time I was on social media, it was about documenting my journey. But now I'm documenting my journey on the content account. Now I'm so focused on the content account. So now I put all my energy on the content account. And now what am I doing on my main account now? I'm not doing anything. Every time I post a story, I don't even feel any dopamine anymore. I don't even feel any like happiness when I see the name and stuff like that. I don't feel anything. And now I'm like, all right, so now I don't even enjoy the social media part. I'm documenting my journey in the other account. So what's the point of this account now? Now what am I doing here? You know what I'm saying? Now it's like I'm doing nothing. Now, sure, I'm going to lose a ton of connections and stuff like that when I deactivate this account. And a lot of friends I had, a lot of people who I had added on social media, I will lose that fake connection. But at the end of the day, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It was hurting me more than it was helping me. I'm not going to sacrifice myself so I can please other people. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that was something that, you know, I know, I kept saying it before as well in my other videos. I'm like, if I'm just a common person and I'm just like living my day-to-day life, I wouldn't have social media. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm living my day-to-day life. Not really doing anything crazy right now, but I have an interesting life. I'm not ego-wise because I do my sport. And I really just want to get back to it because I want to record they're doing a thing. They have this app now where you can record your practices and they'll give you feedback on it. So what I want to do is I want to record the videos and do that feedback thing, but also show some clips in practice. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's okay. Now coaches are not on you or anything like that. You can, and especially this team as well, it won't be really on you. Maybe they have their one coach as well who I heard comments about how he's really serious and everything like that. You know, 3-time All-American. So I don't really know what's up about him, but maybe he's trying to prove his point that, you know, I don't really know what he's doing. He hasn't really done anything after college, which it's not thing. He's a coach and he's doing all, I don't know what he's doing. He did military. He did some big stuff. He's doing well. You know what I'm saying? He's a good person and he's doing well. He's not a bad person. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he worked really hard and he didn't have good achievements in high school and he really worked hard in college. He wrestled for the same 2 colleges that I wrestled for. The first college I wrestled for, and he transferred as well. After 1 year as well. No, I think he wrestled 2 years there, I think. I'm not too sure. Maybe it was 1 year, maybe it's 2 years. I'm not sure why. If it was 1 year, why is it that my thing's getting so against? Maybe because I was a starter and he was a starter as well. But back then they didn't wrestle as good teams. Nowadays I'm wrestling D1 teams. They weren't wrestling D1 teams back then. I mean, I wrestled D1 teams, high level teams, high ranked teams in the country. Back then they weren't wrestling those teams. They were wrestling, you know, low teams. But overall, you know, I just want to really put this area on the map and just really rep the island, really. Even though my hometown, a lot of the people now don't really like me too much. Maybe think I have an ego. Maybe think I'm just doing it to impress the girls on my social media following. Which now I don't have anyone following. I'm 12 followers. So yeah, when he probably viewed my profile, he's like, oh wait, what happened to his main account? Didn't he have like a crazy amount of following? Because he probably actively viewed my profile because, you know, he was viewing my Snapchat stories. So. And he's probably, maybe in a couple of years, he's watching back, he's like, wait, I just got a shout out. Let's go. He's talking about me. Right? Why am I'm not clowning this dude. I'm saying he's worked really hard. He's very smart. And he got into his college into his first year. You know what I'm saying? He's probably passed his classes, unlike me who's failing my classes. I'm so focused on my coaching, so focused on, you know, editing and recording videos. Really just overall getting after it and improving my mentality as well. You know, it's one thing to do the school thing, but it's another thing to be disciplined. You know, just be able to contain this lifestyle. Sure, it's one thing getting the lifestyle, but it's another thing keeping the lifestyle, not doing it wrong. You see a lot of the rich guys, you know, they'll not know how to control their anger. And once they get like rich and everything like that, you know, they'll go back to people that did wrong to them, and they'll hurt and they'll get in trouble for it. You know, you see a lot. You gotta control your anger. You know what I'm saying? Anger is a crazy thing. No one likes a person who's like, you know, jumping all over the place, you know, hostile and everything like that. How am I gonna get past here? You know, some people on the road are just so supportive, and it's like crazy. Like, not support, they're so like helpful and everything like that. And it's like some people are like, it's either like they're helpful or they're just complete like meanies. But yeah, overall, just I'm really happy. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation where another guy was walking. He actually looked into my window for a bit and saw me record my videos, and he was like staring for a bit, like really thinking, what is this guy doing? Because I have my computer right here, like on the top thing, whatever this thing is, and then I had me sitting here, my phone recording on the front of the car. And he was really thinking, like, what is this guy doing? And for like 2 minutes, like for like 20 seconds or like that, I stopped. I'm like, I don't want to do. I was like looking at my computer extra more, making sure he was gone for a second. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, this dude can barely see me. He looks older than me. He's probably never gonna see me again. I don't even know who this guy is. So I'm just gonna record my videos, and I don't care if he judges me. And that was the same thing for the next couple guys. You know, like the next couple guys, like I saw a group of girls as well looking through my car and staring at me and just laughing a bit. And I didn't care because I'm doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to improve myself as a person. Really, not be average. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something. I'm trying not to be average by doing something that's not average. Not a lot of people have, and this is the thing as well. I talked about the competition. The competition is so low. You don't understand how low it is. There's that crazy dogs that are out there, but besides that, everyone else is lazy. There's so much distraction, and it gets to so much people. Music as well. That's the one distraction that I need to still overcome. That music. Once I overcome that, there's gonna be no distractions for me at all. I've eliminated every possible thing. I don't scroll. I don't do anything. I can't even scroll because I don't have my algorithm anymore because I deactivated my social media. I deleted all my social media. I don't have anything. I have no distractions at all. You know what I'm saying? Some people keep the social media while they're going and say, oh yeah, it's not affecting them. But it is, because it's affecting them day by day. And I went for it for so long, and I see now that wasn't helping me. But yeah, overall, that was my day today. Another day of me just improving myself, being the best version of myself, getting after it day by day. Showing that it's really possible. It's really possible to start, even as well, thinking about it, like I had no discipline back then, and now you see me doing all this stuff. And some people, I just want to really prove that's possible, everything. That it's never too late. It's never too late for anything. You can overcome anything. You know what I'm saying? It's never too late. Remember that. No matter if you're overweight, whatever, you're starting a sport late, whatever it is, whether you're really getting serious in the football your senior year, and then you really want to lock in, like this junior year, like this off season, you want to really lock in for that senior year. Anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? Anything's possible. Don't ever let anyone tell you be realistic. Anything is possible. And I'm not even saying this at a high point. I'm still at this point right now. I'm at a way bigger point than where I was at the start, but I still, for example, the hill that I was on, I was right here, for example. The hill's right here, all at the bottom. The average hill, the average person's at this hill, but I was at this hill. So right now, I'm here and up here. Right now, I'm at a good point, but I can be at an even better point. So yeah, just getting after it, and that's really it today.